What is going on, you guys? Super the video for you today. So today we're going to be doing a hobby talk video. And first I want to give a channel shout out to the channel Ben over at Blix Cards. Now Ben, he's an awesome longtime supporter to my channel, and he doesn't make content very often, but when he does, I really enjoy seeing his videos being put out there, and collects a little bit of everything, just like me, which is really nice to see between all sports and modern and vintage. I just really like seeing that kind of stuff. And not too long, well, I don't know, it's probably a little while ago now, he sent me a care package with a few Star Wars cards and some Nebraska Cornhusker football cards of players that played with Nebraska, and also a really cool Bryce Harper Heritage rookie card from the minor leagues, which I've been actually eyeing for a long time. I didn't tell him that. He just kind of randomly sent it to me, and that was pretty cool of him. So yeah, a link to his channel in my description. An Okie guy, and please go check him out. Again, link to his channel in my description. Now, the thing I want to kind of talk about is it's been going around YouTube for a little bit here within the community, and it's about the Brent Richards quitting making videos on YouTube. And I personally don't talk to Brent Richards. I know of his channel. I tried connecting with him when he first started making content, but I don't know, he never really came around to get to want to know me. And I just kind of moved on from his channel, and it's just how it goes with a lot of people. And pretty much to sum up what I kind of took off his video, he wasn't really influencing people within his collection like he wanted to. And also vintage guys kind of dominate the community in the in the overall aspect of within the community. So he just decided to stop making content here. I don't know if he'll come back, and I don't think he's going to see this, but I just kind of want to reach out to my supporters, is kind of say what I think. Is I've been down that road, not in those circumstances, but just recently here, I've actually had a lot of YouTube frustration between all the Jeff Wilsons and all the nonsense just kind of going on within the community itself. And the biggest factor for me is I'd say 80 to 90% of my original supporters have kind of they've up and left YouTube. Now I still talk to them through via text or like a little chat room type thing that some of us have got going on, but there's not very many of my original supporters left within the YouTube community. And I know a few of them do watch and comment, but yeah, that makes it tough. But going back to what Brent Richards, what he said, as far as influencing, and I hate to burst egos and all that kind of stuff, but even our leaders in this YouTube community, to me, are not influencers. Do they get respect within the community? Yeah, they do. But, to me, an influencer is somebody that gets millions of views per video and millions of likes or hearts, and everybody talks about them on social media. To me, that's an influencer. The guys that run this community are, they get looked up to by just a very small amount of people within collecting cards. Not even YouTube. It's even it's even smaller than that within an overall YouTube view. So that's where that kind of is. And as far as vintage people running this community, I don't know. I consider myself I don't consider myself strictly vintage, but I show vintage cards, and I'll say this: I'm not in with the the vintage community within, and I don't care. A lot of them I've tried reaching out to in the past, and it's probably because I collect low grades and ungraded, and maybe they just don't like my personality. I'm not sure, but I've never been in with that crowd. So yeah, it's I don't really know what to tell them about that, but just because you collect vintage doesn't mean you're part of that cool crowd. I'm going to guess the hardcore vintage collectors just don't like that I have, Beckett slabs or SGC slabs that are 1s, 2s, altered 3s, 4s, but I don't really care. I'm not going to change the way I collect for somebody. That's, what brings me happiness within collecting. But, yeah, pretty much moral of the story to me after that whole rant thing on him is, to me, appreciate the friendships that you have. Do YouTube for you and enjoy sharing your collection and what you collect. For me personally, I don't care if you collect Babe Ruths and Mickey Mantles, or if you collect a guy that never even hit the major leagues and just has one card. I don't care. If you show love and passion and respect's a big one within this community and your collection, then you kind of won me over, honestly, over someone that shows a bunch of fancy stuff. But that's just how my mind works. I know it's not how the most of the world works. So yeah, you got to do YouTube for you and appreciate the friendships that you've formed throughout the years or time of doing YouTube. And I know one other thing I remember him talking about is his channel just hasn't had very much growth, which mine doesn't either. I stopped worrying about that stuff a long time ago. And I just kind of appreciated, the friendships and the, that kind of stuff that's happened through the years. You got to do YouTube for you and your collection, not what gets clicks and views and all that kind of stuff. And you'll really find it a lot more enjoyable. And sometimes, and a lot of people lose path of that. A lot of people do. But you got to be respectful to other channels too, and show them the love and respect back, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what I want to focus on. A couple quick notes. The NBA and NHL finals are happening. Good luck to all the teams left. And, NFL season and college football season is right around the corner. Always look forward to some football. So let's get into some cards. Here we got the 1986 Topps rookie card of Reggie White. Really like all this green, and Reggie White, a Hall of Fame defensive end, and terrific card it is. Here we got the 1991 wild card of Reggie White. Now, these 1991 wild cards are some of my favorite cards out there when it came to football. That and the action packed. This was like a playground currency, the wild card back when I was a kid. Here we got the 1996 Collector's Choice Travis Jervey. So I bet you guys are wondering why Travis Jervey. Well, I'll get into it here in a second. I'm going to show a few more of his cards. Here we got the 1998 Upper Deck. I just love that image of him. Most people probably don't even know who Travis Jervey is. He was a running back out of the Citadel. And he went on to have a kind of a shorter NFL career. And I really like this one. This is the Tundra Titans, Green Bay Packers. Shout out to Sports Card Ripping Teacher. I know he's a big Packer fan, but kind of a quick story with Travis Jervey. Him and his teammate and roommate, LaShawn Johnson, they bought a pet lion, a baby lion, when Jervey was a rookie. And Mike Holmgren was the Packers coach back then, and Holmgren caught word of them purchasing a pet lion, and he confronted him on the team bus about it one day, and he's like, "You guys buy a lion?" And they both just shook their head, yeah, and nodded. And Holmgren said, "Not anymore. You're gonna get rid of the lion." He didn't want that as a team distraction. So he did make a Pro Bowl, I think, one year, and he was a solid special teamer and a nice, kind of like a third down type back throughout his career. Yeah, let's keep moving here. Here we got, what do we got here? The 1994 Michael Jordan Topps card. Really like that Jordan. Then we'll move on to the 1997 Fleer of MJ. Nice image as well. Really like that, with the aerial type shot. Now we'll go on some kind of one of my favorite players, but he's just a really good off the bench type of guy. This is the 2018 Prism like Disco of Dougie McBuckets. Creighton Blue Jays alumni. This is a neat one too. There's a McDermott rookie card. And we'll move on to his select rookie card. You know, he looked like he was going to pan out maybe in the NBA, and it just never really happened. Let's get on to some hockey. So here we got the, what is this? This is the 1984-1985 O-Pee-Chee Jack O'Callahan rookie card autographed. So that's kind of neat. You know, part of the Miracle on Ice, Team USA beating Russia team. And here we got the 1993 Upper Deck Sergei Brylin rookie card. Now he became a longtime New Jersey Devil and fan favorite. I want to say he had like 12 or 13 years in the NHL, and all with the Devils. Here's the 1995 new to the game Brylin. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Please go check out Ben over at Blix Cards. Appreciate your guys' support. Take care and stay safe, everybody. Thanks again.